I'm thinking this was a big disruptor. You know, this was not just a minor thing. It was a huge disruptive element. And then I'm thinking, so now compare this to this conversation that's going on, that not every, and this really affected everybody. You know, there was nobody who could say, oh, I didn't find out about it, or I didn't read it in the news, because it was enforced. And then I'm thinking, even that huge disruptor didn't lead people to maintain the change that they even enjoyed. And then I fear and think like, okay, so they're feeling great with this cloak on while in the room, they take it off. And how is that going to stay with them? You know, are we going to give them a cloak to take with them?
Well, that's one way. The other way, I think, it's true that is a possibility, I think, is to help them understand what's happening and have some kind of classes afterwards, which I've never done really. I think that's a great idea. You know, but the thing that I came to, the conclusion I came to, is that there's no way to transform a corporation really, because the structure is set up at the national level in laws, and they can replace the CEO, they can replace their style, but it's all a strategy about profits, everything. So how do we get your big oil or whatever to really be concerned about the environment, instead of pretending, you know, instead of doing all they can to be concerned about the environment, but they're staying firmly in the place of needing to maximize profits. And so I came to the conclusion that it has to be societal level. And then I began to think about it and realized, then I wrote my book, you know, about national. I kind of confused national and global at the time, 20 years ago, because I thought the US, at the time, the US we were at the pinnacle. And I thought if you just did it in the US, it would be global. Now I don't think so much. I think it has to be global, and then it would happen in the US. You know, kind of the opposite, really.